The Preamble of Indian Constitution. The word preamble itself is derived from a Latin word preambulus, which means going before. If we look into the introduction part, the preamble to an act set out the main objectives which the legislation is intended to achieve, which means preamble helps to an act find out or a direction or guidance or set out the main objectives which the legislation is intended to achieve. Also, preambles play a role of introduction part to a statute. Preamble also is helpful to understand the policy and the legislative intent. Definition: according to English Dictionary, preamble means the introductory part of a statute or deed stating its purpose, aims and justification. In Indian Constitution, preamble adopted or preamble read as: "We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among the all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation." In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Okay, now we will discuss the preamble of Indian Constitution in detail on the basis of these 5 major topics: objective resolutions, sources, purposes, nature, objectives. Is preamble a part of Indian Constitution? Objective resolution or origin of preamble. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru presented objective resolution on 13 December 1946, and objective resolution was adopted as a preamble of Indian Constitution on 22nd January 1947. Second, sources or purposes. Sources from which the Constitution comes. As written on the beginning of the preamble of Indian Constitution, that "we the people of India" is considered as the sources from which the Constitution comes. Is contained the enacting clause which to bring into force the Constitution is declare the great rights and freedoms to all citizens. Third, nature: sovereign, democratic, secular, socialist and republic. All this nature of preamble of Indian Constitution will discuss in detail one by one. First, sovereign. It means India is a free nation and independent and no external interference in any matters. Second, socialist. This word is amended later into the preamble of Indian Constitution. The socialists mainly believe the idea of welfare of states and the economic justice and the equal opportunity to all the citizens. Secular. This word is also amended later into the preamble of Indian Constitution. The word secular means states has no religion, but every individual have a right to believe, faith and worship. Fourth, democratic. The word demo means people, cracy means rule. It means rule of the people. The government is for the people, by the people, of the people. 5. Republic. India country is a republic, real head by the Prime Minister and nominal head by the President. Both are elected. Objectives: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. All these four major points are the main objective of the Preamble of Indian Constitution. Number one, justice. Justice basis on social, economic, and political. Now we will discuss in detail social justice. Mainly talks in Article 15 and Article 16. Social justice means absence of socially privileged classes in the society and no discrimination against any citizen on the ground of caste, creed, color, religion, sex, place of birth, etc. And the economic justice means no discrimination between men and women on the basis of income, wealth, and economic status. Economic justice means equitable distribution of wealth. It also means end of monopolistic and equal opportunity to all the citizens. And political justice means equal, free, and fair opportunity to the people for participation in the political process. Now, second, liberty of thought, expression, belief, and worship. Every individual have a right of thought, expressions, belief, and worship. The mainly Article 19, Article 21, and Article 25 to 10 to 8 talks about the liberty of thought, expression, belief, and worship. Article 19 was clause 1 says freedom of speech and expression. This is one of the fundamental rights. Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. From Article 25 to 28 talks about the right to freedom of religion. Third, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all, which means all the citizens of India are equal before law and they can enjoy the protection of law of lands. These mostly topics are talks between Article 14 to 18. Now, fourth, fraternity, assuring the dignity of individual and unity and integrity of the nations, which means there must be a feeling of brotherhood and sense of belonging with the country among its people and keep the integrity of the nations. Now, fifth is preamble, a part of Indian Constitution. In these, there's a two famous case. First one is Perubari's case and Keshavananda Bharati case. In this first case, Birubari case, Supreme Court held that preamble is not a part of the Indian Constitution, but in this later case, Keshavananda Bharati case, Supreme Court held that preamble is a part of Indian Constitution. Thank you.